Hello, my name is Anthony Velez, and I'll be your instructor for Jesus and the Christian Community. As I said in the email I sent out about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I have been in higher education for about 15 years in various positions, both as an instructor as well as behind the scenes, working in learning resources, tutoring centers, and that kind of thing. Let me see, I want to check my notes real quick. I have been in a degree completion program for about 5 years, teaching 2 courses, primarily Jesus and the Christian Community, as well as biblical perspectives. Also, a few times I have taught written communication. What else were we supposed to do in this? Oh yeah, some personal information. This is something I did not mention. I wanted to say for this intro video. I am a father of 4. I have a son who is in college. His name is Ethan. I have a daughter who is a senior in high school. Her name is Elena. And I have a son who is in his first year in high school, Joel. And finally, my daughter, Cami, who is in 5th grade this year. She's in a dual immersion program. In fact, all my kids went through this dual immersion program. So even though I have the Spanish surname Velez, I don't actually speak Spanish, unfortunately, but all my kids do. So I feel like I kind of atone for a heritage that was lost almost along the way. Anyways, that was kind of going off notes there. My wife is Paula, and she works for the California Diagnostics Center as an education specialist. But what she actually does is goes around to different schools and provides assessments for kids who are at risk. And let me see what else I want to say. All right, I am, what was that? Anyways, I am an Anglican, which is a denomination, a tradition, if you will, that's kind of Protestant and kind of Catholic. Primarily Protestant in theology, but very Catholic in its worship, in its liturgy. And I kind of like that position. Very much reflects a lot of my theological convictions as well as my sensibilities. Let me see, within my church or at my church, I have been in leadership in various positions. Currently, I am providing teaching and instruction and oversight for a catechist school. And catechism is basically spiritual formation and instruction in the Christian faith. So it's kind of like discipleship, basically. And I am also helping out with the worship ministry, primarily the music ministry. And what else do I do? Oh, yeah. I'm overseeing this Taizé ministry. Let me put this up here. Can you see this all? Yeah, there we go. Taizé in Tower. We do this every second and fourth Sunday at Mia Studios and Gallery, which is behind the Review in the Tower District. We do this at 6:30 every Tuesday, every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. Taizé and Tower, if you're not familiar with that, I'm not going to take time to explain that to you. But if you jump online and type in the word Taizé, it will be very easy to find information about this. Or you could find Evensong Ministries on Facebook and get some information there. What else? Okay, here's something else. I have a Jesus icon. And therefore, you know I'm qualified to teach this class because I have a Jesus icon. Okay, seriously. Actually, I have a master's in theology with a kind of emphasis in historical theology and spiritual tradition, spiritual formation. And that's really kind of what gets me this gig teaching you guys this class. Let me see what else do I want to do. Okay, something interesting, or no, like there was something about like goals or dreams or something like that. So one of my goals, hopefully, something I've been flirting with for a long time is pursuing further graduate studies to get my doctorate degree. I know of a program in LA at Biola. You could get either a doctorate in education or an EDD, but it's in theology and spiritual formation, interestingly enough, and that's something that interests me. And personal information. No. It was something like something interesting about yourself, right? So, okay. According to my mom, maybe family folklore, I think this is true, but I've never actually bothered to, historically verify this. But my great, however many great grandfather was the minister who performed the wedding ceremony for Abraham Lincoln. So I guess ministry and theology and all that kind of stuff runs in my blood. What else? I think that's it. That's all I'm going to give you. Oh, yeah, check this out. You can see that sign back there, coffee, right? And you can see all this coffee paraphernalia behind me. So I'm a big fan of coffee. It's, like the engine of my soul. Well, actually, technically, that should be the Holy Spirit. So maybe it's the engine of my body. So big fan of coffee. That's another thing. Oh, and the other thing. Actually, I've been rather tame in this intro video, but I like to use my hands when I talk. I think it helps me cogitate or something like that. Okay, that's a good stopping point. That's my intro video. I look forward to interacting with you guys online, whether it's in further videos like this or notes, PowerPoints that I post online, or particularly through the forums. Again, I look forward to interacting with you all, and welcome to Jesus and the Christian Community.